It's your boy Manchu the Amazing here with our week 2 game of the Pokemon Draft League. Um, Today we'll be going up against the Toronto Staraptors. We've got a pretty strong team. It's a pretty interesting matchup. He's got a lot of really crazy mons, but luckily a few of them have pretty bad type weaknesses to some of my main draft bones, like bare bones. So his team is the Darkinium Z, Mega Charizard X, Chansey, Hooper Unbound, Linoon, Suicune, Volcanion, Cloyster, Donphan, Jolteon, Passimian, Steelix, and Mismagius. I'm not necessarily expecting Chansey just because it doesn't have the best matchup against the Terrakion, Cobalion, and Virizion I have. But it might still come, and I don't know if I'm necessarily expecting the Volcanion either, or the Jolteon, just because of the Landorus and the Seismitoad. Like, Seismitoad should hard wall Volcanion. Since he can't have Grassy, the best he can have is Hidden Power Grass, which honestly is just not doing that much damage. But a lot of his mons, I'm not sure whether I should expect Mismagius or not, because it is slower than, obviously, Tornadus, Whimsicott, Terrakion, Cobalion, and Virizion. But it might still come because it's faster than the rest, and it is pretty strong. If I'm running a special set on Virizion or Terrakion, but obviously I'm not, or Cobalion, it can take those hits pretty well because it's Spadef. So I'm not necessarily expecting it, but it might come. Mostly I'm worried about Cloyster and Cloyster, Charizard X, and Hooper Unbound, obviously. So this is what my team is looking at like right now. We've got the Double Lance, Flynium Z, Landorus Therian, which hopefully should be able to pull out a win. Like, it's just really solid coverage all around against his team with the Earthquake Fly combination. His only two answers to ground moves were, was it two or just one? Oh yeah, no, his only ground resists. Oh yeah, were Charizard pre Mega Evolution and Mismagius. Neither of which appreciate Flanium Z, especially if I have +2 attack. So hopefully that should be able to come through for us today. It does kind of worry a bit about if he still has a sturdy on Donphan, especially if the Donphan has Ice Shard. But it should not be too hard to wind up breaking the sturdy on Donphan. Now, our second Pokemon today is Choice Scarf Whimsicott. And as you can see, it's got a very heavy bulk investment. That's because the Cloyster is terrifying. So this can outspeed a Cloyster at +2. Energy Ball can guaranteed one hit KO, which is great, and I will never die to a +2 Ice Shard, except it's a roll if it crits me. And hopefully he doesn't get that roll. I think it's like 4 or 5 of the upper rolls of a crit could kill me. So just hopefully he doesn't get that. It's got Switcheroo in case for some reason we do wind up seeing the Chansey. U-turn just for priority, and then Moonblast because this also will quite possibly outspeed a +2 Hooper if you run C Snatch off the Dark Z, and Moonblast would be good for the chip, U-turn would be good for the chip. So hopefully that works out here today. We've got Assault Vest Cobalion, and Assault Vest Cobalion's job is to just kind of mess with his team. If Jolteon comes, it will be able to take the hits pretty well. If Volcanion comes, then it can be somewhat of a lure for it. So if he stays in for a fire move, it gets Stone Edge damage off, which is pretty nice. And it takes hits from Mismagius, and also with the item clause in this league, I didn't really have much else to put in this place in terms of an item. Here we've got our physically defensive Gigalith. Even with just this 40 speed F and this max HP, it guaranteed takes a +2 Surf from Cloyster, and it does a ton back with Stone Edge after a Shell Smash. It's the Rocker on the team. Earthquake hits Passimian and, or was it Passimian, Steelix, and Donphan, who was only Rock resists. And the 116 attack guarantees that I will be able to kill a Mega Charizard X between the damage from Stone Edge and a turn of Sandstorm. And then Toxic is just good for Donphan specifically. And here we have my Suicune check, which I use way too often. It's Taunt, Roost, Dual Stab, Metronome, Hydreigon. He doesn't have any immunities to Dragon type. He just has Steelix, which is his resist. So between this, hopefully we should be able to chip down his team pretty well, while also managing to just stave off a lot of his setup mons with the Taunt set. It is faster than Cloyster, so Cloyster cannot Shell Smash against it, even if it is Focus Sash. But I should hopefully just be able to attack it. And then we've got Stoutland, who in their Sand setup by Gigalith just kind of goes in against most of his team. His only answers to normal type are the Steelix, which is weak to Stomping Tantrum, and the Mismagius, which is weak to Crunch. And between Return and Facade, obviously if I get burnt by the Suicune or Volcanion, it just goes in against his team. Facade should 2-hit KO Suicune if I get burned, which is just pretty insane damage in all honesty. His Silk Scarf boosted and the max attack just goes a long way, and this also in Sand should outspeed +2 Cloyster. Alright, so that's the team. I'm just going to challenge... Oh, yep, really confident. I'm just going to challenge my opponent now, and hopefully we can pull out a win. I'll let him know on Discord that I've sent him the challenge. I've told him that I just have to record this quickly. We haven't played our week 1 match yet, just because all issues that their coach was having, just in life stuff. So I'll be playing him after week 2, but the game will still be coming out. And you know, it'd be pretty funny if I win week 2 and then lose week 1. I think that would be a good meme. Hopefully you'll agree. And he said he's seen the challenge, he's about to accept. So hopefully this goes well. Okay, he did bring the Chansey and the Charizard. He did not bring the Cloyster, which is good news. Hopefully. Yeah, this looks pretty good. This looks like a pretty solid matchup. I'm really surprised that he didn't bring a good run down on the Cloyster, but I would take it. I'm not too worried about most of this team, honestly. Psionian is a bit annoying, but I should be able to muzzle through it. I'll admit, I honestly didn't count against Psionian as much as I probably should have. I just don't see Landorus having a lot of problems winning in this game. And try and lead a scene. Puts choice up or quickly jolting him. So we both can get momentum, or quickly chance and use stealth. I think my lead plan would be close enough. If he stays in and uses his Chansey to Scarf, this is perfect. Awesome. This is entirely what I actually at least post is blessed. His Chansey is basically just dead now. I don't have knockoff on anything on this team, so there's not even a chance he can bring in a knockoff and try to beat me down. I'm honestly not too sure there's much I would want to switch you against besides the Chansey to give me the allied to, so I should be completely fine now. Okay, that was rude. I don't know, Coach Zach, he's a funny guy, he's a good guy. So I think I can win right now if I go and set up immediately. I'm pretty sure Simeon... I'm not having checked this in advance. Just show how that's broken. Okay, Simeon cannot run as much. So... I'm pretty sure I can set up block polish for free. And then the only problem I might run into is if he is Choice Scarf. Oh, sorry, not Choice Scarf. If he is Shootberry on the Volcanion. Yeah. If I win now, obviously that's pretty good. If I don't, well, if he goes for Toxic, that could be unfortunate. Yeah. I don't necessarily expect him to go for Toxic in this situation, but if he does, that could be unfortunate. His chances to be fake, I think it's just illegal. It doesn't have to see roller, which is worst. Okay, so if I Swords Dance here, I should be able to win. He might go for Toxic or Seismic. Okay, it's Toxic. That's good. You know what Earthquake here? If he goes into his Magius, it could be bad just because he'll be stalling out my turns. But if he goes into anything but his Magius or he stays in, I do get a kill guaranteed. Toxic will shit me down, so I won't be able to win just with this, but I still have the back, I still have the Star one in the back, honestly, just blitz through this team. You could also go hard Charizard, which would be a problem. Do I need to see that? I don't think I can afford to see 5 yet, just because it's more turns if I have to go for Wall Fly later. Okay, it's a good thing I didn't see Fly. That critical bit did not matter, as you guys can see. Plus 2 led to a minimum of 109% to a non-EPOI Chansey. I see. Yeah. Well, I guess I have to see Fly here. Well, it should go. Which means I'll have to Raw Fly if he goes into Charizard or Mismagius. I don't know if I said this on the channel before, but I'm not sure that Jolteon is necessarily the best flying assist that exists. Yeah, that was a good example of why. I'm honestly not too sure of my follow-up problem. Now, if he goes into this Magius or Charizard, I literally can't kill him, because I will die. No, I really don't think I can use the Charizard with this Fizz-Decky Mismagius set. I'm going to keep the Intimidate in the back here, I think, and go into my attack. There's it's not as fast as this. I'll go to watch it. Yeah, that's mine. I'm guessing he was predicting Gigalith coming. And he had the edge for say 45 or the spit FP size or so. Yeah. I don't think I can use this 1v1, and even if I do, I get to subscribe. I am pretty sure that this Magius does not really this range. Someone comes in after. Yeah. last 2 times I've played him on season may have 6-0'd him a little. May have just a tiny bit 6-0'd him. But it's all good fun. I remember first season of this, which is one of my first seasons of draft, I had Mega Swamp it and just kind of demolished his entire team. It was a lot of fun. So I will never die, but he won't either, because I'm not very invested. Yeah, there's no point to spending it, just going for it. I'm gonna sacrifice and now I'll never die times 2. I'm pretty sure that doesn't tell me. Where's my entire team? What's left? We go takes it. Especially the last one. I'm gonna sell those. Might be into it, KO me. Yeah. That's not good. I'll see how it goes. I think Hydreigon, technically speaking, is a better side here. I kind of wanted it to die, in all honesty. Now I've only got 2 sides on that. I should have signed to both of them. There's no question as to what that meant. I'll do sack value first. Yeah. They're gonna high roll, just crazy. Okay, yeah, Cavalion always lives a +1 earthquake. Well, that doesn't go plus 1, that's how much recalls it. Most of that. It should die to recoil before attacking the man. It's 9, 26, it's not much. Yeah, just 36 with close combat, I guess. That can stay in safely here. And now if I can make it, I win guaranteed. Right, wound up coming down really close, but I played pretty safe until balance. Charizard was a big threat, I won't lie. That was a really good game. And it was really close. He played a lot of stuff really well. Getting that Toxic off with Chansey was really strong for him, obviously. Just lost me my main win con. And really put the work in against my team. Obviously, I didn't play as optimally as I could have with the Hydreigon. If I had just left... yeah, like I said, I could have gone Cavalion instead, and I always lived an Earthquake, so you would have died to Flare Blitz instead. Or my close combat instead. I just wanted Geeklet to get the kill. It was a really fun game. It came really close at the end, closer than it needed to. I don't think he had an out. I genuinely I don't think he had an out at that point, but I just played poorly around the Passimian. I should have just let the Gigalith go down, and then I would have just won with Stoutland. Because I only needed the 2 hits, as you guys would have seen, as you guys saw, to get through the Charizard. But I wound up just losing Sandstorm turns because I didn't wind up dying to that first close combat. Yeah, something to learn from. Calc your sacks to see if they actually die if you're trying to preserve Sandstorm turns. And honestly, this was pretty fun. Um, it was a really close game. It was a good game as well. A lot closer certainly than some other games I've played against Candleman in the past. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and catch me for my week 1 match that I'll be playing after week 2.